I know what my video is going to be this week. I forgot about the Muse. So this is the third of my Muse box subscription. And I did cancel. So I think from now on I'm just going to wait and watch their site. And I believe they discount the boxes after they've been released in subscription. So if I see anything I like that I know what's in the box, I will order it that way. It's very heavy, and it feels like it's like bursting out of the package. But they do give you a lot of space. See? It's just like they can't even close it. Oh, and it's heavy. Oh God, what could this be? I get nervous around these. Oh, I see ink. Okay. All right, I think it's not going to be too bad. Oh, it's going to be good. Okay. Yay! Wow, there's a lot of stuff in here. Ooh, I like that. Another Zot. This is a good sketchbook. Gesso boards? Yeah. All right. This is more like it. I could barely cram that in there. Ow. All right, so we got a mixed media sketch pad. Really nice. It's got 60 pages. Nice. We got 3 of these, I think, 3 gesso boards, which I think I've used. I think I used one, but they were attached to like a piece of wood so that it was framed. Oh, like right here. Actually, this one, like this. This might be a gesso board. I think it is. I painted over it. All right, so we got 3 of these. A panel for oil or acrylics. Okay. And a set of brushes. All kinds of sizes. Some super black speedball ink, India ink. Chalky acrylic. I've never used chalk paint before, so. And that'll be interesting. Chalk acrylic. A little like water holder, which I like these. So if you're outside somewhere, you know how I love to go outside and paint things. So you can, whatever you're working on, you can slip that on there. And you can put like clean water and dirty water, or 2 clean waters, and one becomes dirty and one stays clean. But that's the biggest one I've seen. They're usually about half that size, so that's pretty cool. Oh, it's like rubbery on the inside. Interesting. I love that. Okay. I got some tape, some artist tape. I have some that I got from Let's Make Art. Actually, it's right here. It's Nito tape, made in Japan. I don't use a lot of tape for watercolor. It never seems to work for me, but it still seeps underneath. But this looks like, I don't know. It's very sticky. And it's a lot thicker than that other tape, so I don't know. Might be good. This is Art Alternative, so I don't know. I have the feeling that would rip the crap out of the paper. You get a little sponge. I have some of those. Art Creation Gouache. It says tempera, but it also says gouache. So I've never tried those. You have a little watercolor block from Canson. Let's see, cold press. Doesn't say cotton, so it's probably cellulose. Okay. Sticker. Watercolor pencils? Or are they just color pencils? I haven't heard of this brand before. Yeah, I guess they're just regular pencils. Colored pencils. Royal Talons. Okay. Is that the same brand as this? This is Talons. Yes, Royal Talons. Okay. some nice colors. So we're gonna have to swatch those. They look not dry and not oily. They look kind of right in the middle. I like the way they're sharpened. All right, we'll try those out. We also got a little palette. Okay, so there's, ooh. So you could like put your finger there. Nice space for mixing, a lot of space for paint, and then you could put more in there, I guess, if you wanted to mix. Space for paintbrush, maybe 2. Pretty cool. And then this looks like it might be like a brush holder. Yeah, or you could use it for pencils. But I think, does this pull out at all? Oh, they do pull out. Ooh. Okay, so it's attached. So if you wanted to, like, set them up like this, I guess you could do that. I don't know how. All right, I had to interrupt because I didn't realize at the time, but how you use this is you pull this up, and there's Velcro on the back of this, so you can bend it, and you can attach it to that Velcro in the bottom. So if you wanted them to stand up, you can do that, and they'll stay. So just wanted to throw that in here. And one on each side. Let's see, 15. And they're wider on this side, and they get smaller as they go down. And you can stick tops through the elastics. So you could use it for whatever you wanted, I guess. So this is more like it just because some of the stuff I've never tried. And some I have, but at least it's a big variety of stuff. You can at least find something that you like. I haven't tried this brand. I haven't tried this brand. I haven't tried this. I have tried this. Very good. Although super black, I don't know. I like the design on that. I do have India ink. I'm interested in this tape. So there's stuff, even if you've had art supplies for a long time, you know, and those are always good. I think I've tried them. That one, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it was a gesso board. But those are useful. So yeah, and this is a good sketchbook. So this is a good box. They usually, don't they send you like a little booklet or something? See, they didn't send a booklet. So they just kind of just, here you go, figure it out. I like it, but I think somebody who isn't familiar with this stuff would go, what do I do with it? You know? And there's no, because it usually comes with like a little booklet. Now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. I want to kind of look at this stuff. I would have loved these if they were watercolor, but they're not, so we'll try them anyway. So it's from Holland, Brunzeel Expression Color. Oh, they are nice. They do feel, they're very light, but they do feel a little more on the oily side so that they're smooth, like Prismacolor. Let me get a Prismacolor. Yeah, they're even more smooth, more like an oil feel than the Prismacolor. Right, ignore that one. Oh, that looks kind of cool. Yeah, they're nice. I should probably do it on the smooth paper, but I don't know if I have anything. So I'm putting pressure on it, and it's not breaking or anything. So we can try the, ooh, I don't like that sound. So what do we do? Let's see if we can blend it. Oh, this one's not as opaque. It seems like it's leaving a lot of empty space. Oh, it looks different. It looks like it's gonna be really dark. But it seems like, here's my color. I don't know, now it feels like, I think it depends on the color, because this one feels smoother than that one. And it feels like I'm putting a lot of pressure to get this color out. So maybe it's the color, because I felt like that on the green one too. Oh, the orange is good. Yeah, it depends on the color. And I'm not sure why. And this is kind of like a peachy color, which is a weird color to put in a basic set. For me, it doesn't go better than the Prismacolor. Prismacolors have always been my go-to for a non-watercolor pencil. But they're not bad. I kind of want to try this. Because I'm thinking, I don't know. Oh, so you know, it kind of mixes with the colored pencil, which is kind of weird. I wasn't planning on that, but it looks kind of neat, huh? So it kind of smooths it out. Interesting. These aren't supposed to be watercolor. Is there any water in here? It does spread, though. It's weird. Because the Prismacolor doesn't. Weird. Okay. They do have some kind of property of watercolor. All right. But not like a regular watercolor pencil. So adding the liquid from the paint does stuff to it, which is kind of interesting. But I'm curious if this, if it smudges, if it comes off. I mean, is it something that's permanent? So I'm just gonna let that dry and see what it does. And we can try the gouache. And these are also from Netherlands. Let's do the colors. Ooh, okay. They're very wet. They're not dried out at all. And it almost feels like there's an oil like coming out. They feel really nice. They're nice and heavy, and I like the metal tubes. Like, they don't feel cheap. You know what I mean? And this black one is like, I'm squeezing it, squeezing it, squeezing it, and nothing's coming out. Okay, there's some. I had to squeeze it to there, though. I just had that with some watercolor. I ordered the, last year, the Paul Rubens set that was neon, and I was taking them paints and putting them in pans. And when I got to the best color, the orange one, the neon orange, it was all air, and I got to about here, and there was paint, and I squeezed the entire tube out, and it didn't even fill half a pan. And the other ones would have filled 2 pans, 2 half pans. So, yeah. So we could try mixing a little. It mixes nicely. It's really creamy. It's nice paint. It feels a little gummy, if you know what I mean. Not in a bad way. It's just, it feels, I want to say like oil paint, but oil paint usually feels a little stiffer. It's very, yeah, it's very greasy, but not in a bad way. And I think that's it for color trying out stuff. So, well, those colors look kind of bad now that I've mixed them all together, but so I have a wide variety of colors. So I'm going to let this dry a little. I want to check that when it's done. I want to check this when it's done. Okay, I'm going to try this. So it is very dark, super black India ink. And that's it. All right, so this should be, oh, it's still moving though. I didn't think this moved, but apparently it does. Okay. This should move because it's gouache. So yeah, it re-wets really nicely. All right, so the chalk is pretty much staying where it's supposed to stay. All right, my phone has decided not to charge, so I'm using my other phone. Hopefully, but it's focused a lot closer in, and I don't know how to deal with it right now. So this is just a little sketch I drew out. I've done this picture like 2 other times. And I just like it, I guess. But I figured I could try to use the materials I got in the Muse box and see how they work together. So I'm using the gouache. I'm using this somehow. Oh, I know. I think I'm going to use that on the collar. And so the gouache, that, and the ink is also in here. And I'm going to try to do something with the colored pencils too, maybe on the flower thing up here. So I thought I would start with, maybe I should do the background first. Oh, also the tape. I put the tape here to see if it will work without ripping everything to shreds. So I think I'll do, ooh, let's already get some color in there. I don't know how much of this you can see. It's really focused in, but hopefully you can see some of it. Ugh. I think I had black in the brush. I think the ink snuck its way in and stayed. Look how pretty though, actually. So I just took a little from each of the tubes and just put it in the palette. Because it's gouache, it will reactivate with water. Oh, I kind of like this brush stroke. All right, so we'll go over the tape on the other side. Because usually what I find with tape is that the paint will leak underneath it anyway. So I was going to try to see, because I got to work the pencils in here too. And I don't think it works that well on top of the gouache. I did do a little bit of practice. Some of them will work on top of the ink and on top of the gouache. So I just want to be able to put everything into one picture so you can, I don't know, I kind of like the way those brush strokes look, but I like the way that looks too. So I don't know. I'm torn. Whenever I don't use something for a while, I go, how come I'm not using this? Because I like gouache. So, I'm thinking maybe I'll do the ink for the hair. I'll make it black, and then I'll use gouache for the rest, and then try to use the pencils here. So we'll see. I kind of want to do the skin while this is still, oh, it's very orangey. All right, let that dry for a sec. All right, should I do the hair maybe? So I think I'm just gonna go around the flower because I'm finding it, like I said, it's not so easy to go on top of the ink and or the gouache, so. I mean, I might be able to do it with white. I'll try it afterwards. After this is dry, I might try to do something on top. And I maybe I can get some details in with the pencils after the gouache is... I just said... Oh well, that's all right. Where's the ink? Thought I had some of this somewhere. I looked for it yesterday, but couldn't find it. Seems like I've always got some because of Inktober. They usually send you a big bottle of it. But I don't know. Stuff just goes missing. This is a brush. Oh, I thought this was the other one. Artist brush. Works really well. I thought it was from Artful because I know I have one or two from Artful. Artful is another subscription box that I don't think they're still doing the subscription boxes, but I think they were out of the UK and they had some really nice materials. I don't think they did that many. Maybe a year or so, but I remember they had some really nice ink. Okay, so there's that. Kind of wanna. Ugh. Oh well. I have some white. Maybe I can fix it with that. I want to kind of even that out. Well, now I'm going to do eyelashes. Coming out. okay so far. Okay, what color can we make the top? I kind of want to do yellow, which is odd, but I'm not going to worry about the neckline because I'm going to do the little lacy collar thing. So I've been doing that year-long Let's Face It course, the portrait course, but I haven't been following the videos. I've just been kind of taking the picture that goes with that week and drawing it for the most part. I haven't really felt like painting anything, so I'm just drawing it in colored pencil on in my sketchbook on top of the acrylic, the crazy kind of acrylic background that I use my markers on, and I really like it. I like the way it looks, so I'm gonna keep doing it that way. So, I mean, the point of doing the class is you follow these artists. Hi, Murph. How they work, and they'll show you, you know, different, some work in charcoal, some work in oil, some do acrylic, some whatever, do mixed media. And, you know, you just kind of learn different things about how other artists work. And you post your art in the group. I think they have a Facebook group, and I'm just not doing that at all. I'm just doing my own thing. Sometimes I need to just do my own thing. I'm not sure what this color's gonna do, but I want it darker. I always like a dramatic shadow. Okay, now I want to do the eyes. Now I kind of want to do a little bit of something on the nose. Oh, I don't like how that looks now. I should be able to just clean this up. It looks really severe right there. I know, I just said I like severe shadow, but I guess not that severe. Maybe I'll let that dry a little bit. I'll do the flower. So I guess I want to do red. Oh, I got to do her cheeks too. I'm not sure what I'm doing with this, so. Oh, that's not the one I meant to grab. Oh well. I meant to grab this one, but I can use both in there. Now, I kind of want a little bit darker. This isn't really that dark though. Maybe I can do a blue. Is that darker? Yeah. Now, I don't know if a brush is going to do anything. Yeah, it does a little bit. It kind of smooths it out a little. Because this isn't like a regular watercolor pencil. But maybe sometimes that's kind of nice, you know? Because you just want it a little bit. You want to maintain the structure of it that you put down, and then kind of just clean up any white areas, you know, that are left underneath. I don't know. I'm going to try to use this. So just drawing around the eye and then doing like a shadow over the top part of it. Yeah, I mean, I can use it a little bit with a dark color, I guess. Yeah, it works okay. I don't know why I was having such trouble. I think I was just waiting. I wasn't waiting long enough for it to dry. Now I need to use this. So what can we do down here? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe a tiny bit of water. I'm pretty sure this was from one of the Let's Face It classes a couple of years back. I need more and maybe less water. maybe no water at all, just really thick. But I was gonna try to do like a mixture of this with something. So maybe, I guess I could put like, maybe like a dot or something. Maybe do dots on the shirt. And then, I don't know what you can see. And that'll bring some color down here. Now she looks like a clown. Somehow the paint, though the chalk paint mixed with this works a lot better than water in turning the, like getting rid of the lines, you know? Like if I just put water on it, the lines stay, but if you put this on it, it seems to do wonders. Maybe I'll do like an outline. Oh, I was gonna put a little bit of, oh, what's that black stuff? Get off of there. So this is a very mixed media piece. Yeah, I think it came out okay. The paper is not bad. This is from the mixed media pad. It's a little warped, but it's not terrible. It's what you'd expect. And we're gonna try this tape and see if the tape worked and is not gonna rip. Well, it hasn't ripped the paper yet. All right, it did okay. You can still see some bits that it got under, but it's not bad. I'm impressed with this tape. Usually I have a tough time with tape. So this is the Art Alternatives. Art Supply Enterprises. I don't know, it's pretty good though. And yeah, everything kind of worked nicely. I like the gouache, actually. I'm surprised I like it because I wasn't sure about the brand. I have never tried that brand. And I like this chalky paint. It's very matte finish because it's chalk, I guess. I don't know. I don't think it's chalk, but it says chalky finish. Just a matte finish. I like it. Mixed well with the colored pencils. Very well with the colored pencils. And I was able to use the pencils on top of it a little bit, at least the black. I haven't tried much else. Ink. Oh, you know what? I was going to try something with the ink. Let's see. I was going to try the pencil on top of that. Let's see. Maybe we do the white. Do the white? Yeah. You can draw on top of that. So there's colored pencil on top of the ink. I did it very lightly. I didn't like bear down. I suppose I could. But even bearing down, it's not really dark. But so that's where I bared down a little bit more. So yeah, I liked everything. Oddly enough. So that is the February Muse box. Had a lot of good stuff in it. I think I just kind of was put off the first month because it was clay and I was just not expecting it. But the past 2 months, what was the other one? Oh, the other one was the cartoon one. Okay, it was the January box was the comic thing. And then this is just, I don't know, mixed media, but there's a lot of fun stuff in here. I really love all the stuff you get in here. And you get a variety of stuff and you get stuff, who's done art for many years, and I find different things I haven't used before, at least different brands, you know, like the tape, which I wasn't aware of, and I think it works really well, and the gouache that I was not aware of, and I think it's really good. These pencils is another thing, and interesting pencils. Still have my preference for Prismacolor and the Derwent for the watercolor pencils, but they're good anyway. So that's it. That's my take on this week's. Hopefully you can see this whole thing. Let me take the camera down. All right, I'm just got it in my hand. It's still charging. So that is that. I think it came out pretty good. That's the close-up. So I didn't put any white in the eye. Oh, it's okay. The eyes look okay, I guess. I don't know. Now it looks weird. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope it was enjoyable, and I will see you next week.